How can a person draw on the PowerPoint slides during your demonstration lesson when this ends up happening? The whole slide moves. What I have found on my desktop is that I can go to Slideshow, click on From Beginning, and the entire slide will show up almost full screen. I can go down at the bottom and I see a pen tool. I'll click on it and I can use that to draw on my slide. Sometimes though, when I go to the next page, there can be a hiccup and what I had drawn on the first slide shows up on the second slide. If that is the case, then I'll just go down here to the pen tool and click on Erase All Ink on the slide. Then I can just continue with the drawing that I needed on the current slide. But if you notice, there's no timer on here. None at all. I can't see how well I am pacing myself during my demo lesson. So another option that you can use, let me hit escape to get out of this, is to actually go to rehearse timings. And it will provide a clock for you. You notice as soon as I click on this, a clock pops up and it immediately begins to start recording. So I am going to hit repeat and it will bring it back to 0 right away. I am not able to draw on the slide when this is paused. I will have to hit resume recording in order to be able to draw on the slides. So I'm going to hit resume recording and the same ink tool will show up here at the bottom and I can draw. If you see up here, this is the timer for the current slide, for slide number 1. This is my total time. So let me go to the next slide and you'll see that the timer is starting over on slide number 2. My total time so far is 28 seconds. So this is one option that you can use if you would like a timer in the classroom. All right, I'm going to have to X out to get back to the beginning. Here, there's a second option that you can use if you want a timer. So I'm going to click on it. And I'm going to record from the beginning. Okay. If you notice on this one, the timer is down at the bottom instead of at the top. So here's the timer. You'll also notice that you can actually have your camera right here showing, yourself showing. Now, if you are in your live demonstration lesson with your interviewer, you'll already have a picture of your interviewer here, and there may be a picture of yourself down here. If you're using Screencastify and doing a recorded demo, you will see a picture of yourself from Screencastify up through here somewhere. So in order to have a picture of yourself 2 times, you can click on this and it will get rid of that one. You do not have to record in order to use the ink on this one. I can automatically begin to use it. And I can go on to the next slide. You see that the features are much larger. They're easier to see. But one of the downsides is that the slide itself is a little bit smaller. But you have this big black area here. And also you have no timer started unless if you hit start. And so I can start right here and start my recording. And it will give me timer again from my current slide that I'm on and then my total time. If I'm wanting to draw on the slide and I make a mistake, I can go and use the eraser. And it looks like that it erases for the entire mark of one thing at a time of your last line before you pick it up. So it doesn't erase just a section of your line. Whatever you have drawn without picking up your pen tool, it will erase. So it will erase that entire line. So those are just some of the different options that you have that you could actually use if you wanted to use your pen tool during your demonstration lesson.